grab something. Alright, I'm back. Ooh, there's my ship in the background. Still looks beautiful. Huh. Well, let's play, shall we? Oh, that is my... Alright. Star Trek Online, now. I last played this a long time ago, and I remember I was stuck in the future. Oh yep, still am. Still stuck in the future. What was my objective again?
The long-range sensor arrays in the trailer system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can. Until next time. We have unfinished business to attend to. Looks like things have settled down for now. We have unfinished business to attend to.
Alright, normally go to the Trailus system. I manage my ships. Alright. Wait, what was that? Let me see. Hey, this looks like a classic starship. Nice. Oh, fuck, yeah, I don't have enough. Ooh, this looks nice. Captain's yacht. Delta class shuttle. Stalker stealth fighter. Federation ship. Sorry if this is boring, I'm just checking things out. Prototype light exploration cruiser. Oh, it's like a more advanced one of a ship that I already have. Ooh, this looks nice. Light escort. Oh my god, it's the NX-01 Enterprise. This is like one of my favorite ships. Yeah, look at that thing. Oh, it's 15,000. Constant. Ooh, the original Enterprise. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking model. I like that. Light science vessel. Oh, so that's what it looks like. I've only seen it in Star Trek Drexel, like from this view. Oh, that's it now. Oh, that's good to know. Well, now I just need to figure out how to leave. I mean, there's gotta be an exit around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. This looks like the shuttlecraft bay. Oh, that's because it is the shuttlecraft bay. There we go. Man, that took a long time to find. Ooh. Well, this is nice. Let me beam up. Beta quadrant, soul system. Let's go here. Am I beaming up onto my ship? Only one way to find out. I mean, that would make sense, I guess, if I beamed up onto my ship. Although other places can have transporters, so, I mean... Oh, it's loading the soul system. Oh, that must take a very long time. Or will it take a long time? Yeah. Yay, we're in my ship! And I just gotta remember the controls. Whoa, whoa, too fast. Okay, I can manually do it like that. Maybe it's... yep, it's E and Q. The USS Stardust. That's one big ship. Oh, hey, it's a Dreadnought class from the Next Generation era. Right, so it should show me where I need to go. Warp to sector. Let's go. Ah, that won't never stop being cool. Ooh. I would imagine this is where I need to be. So it says we need to go to the trellis system. If I knew where that was, that is. NCC 93382, and that's a pretty high number. Didn't know they went up that high. Guess we'll just have to fly around this beautiful space. Ah, no! Dang it. Oh well. Whoa. Oh, this is really nice. I always loved how beautiful this game is. Did I level up? Um, Projectile weapon training. Yeah, definitely gonna get that. Gotta find the correct system. Oh yeah, there's Vulcan. Oh, this is big. Ah, it's over there. I can tell because it's like part of the like that red mist. So we need to go this way. Alright. Let's go. Alright, it's actually this way. Alright, now we know where to go. Okay, we'll get there eventually. Orion sector. Which sector is this then? I gotta stop moving. The Bahaja sector. You know what? What did we click to do that? Oh, it was this. No, it wasn't. God dang it. What was it? Oh, I can look back at the stream. What did I press? Ah, that's what I pressed. Okay. Okay, I found out what I pressed, guys. Okay, I pressed this, and then... No, I didn't press that. Ah, I pressed this. Transwarp.
On
Only,
the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
That's one beautiful white giant. Or whatever it's called. I don't know, it's white. Probably blue. I can see a tint of blue.
Thanks for coming. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason. So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
And the Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Very well. Stand by for transport.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Right. Perform satellite updates. Ah, okay.
Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table.
Analysis?
Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Shields up. Brace for impact.
Warning, ship is under attack.
I guess it's Borg, isn't it? Oh, shoot. What the? Oh, dear God.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
Where are we?
Scanning. This is unexpected.
Care to enlighten us?
According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system.
Excalibur? Blah, blah, blah. Seem to recall a few space legends about this place.
There's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
I don't like the look of this. Is it possible we're here for the same reasons?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want.
Lots of atmospheric interference on Excalibur. Can't establish comms.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answer soon.
Agreed. Helm, take us into standard orbit over Excalibur. Oh, it's me. Is it though?
Scanning in progress.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
It's Abraham Lincoln. Forgive me, sir. I wasn't expecting to speak with Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother.
I see. Why are we here, Mr. President?
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
We accept your gracious invitation, Mr. President. We'll beam down at once. Oh, that's funny.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Whoa, what is that?
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
I would have a reaction if I knew who that was, which is probably a character from, I'd say, Star Trek Discovery. Curtain fire.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions.
We're listening.
In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Why have you chosen violence as a means to evaluate the concepts?
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge.
And if we refuse to participate in this trial?
Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle.
Fight or evil wins by default? That's not much of a choice.
The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
Very well, let's get this over with.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too.
Indeed. Recommendations. That's what's it. Recommendations.
Now I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Good point. Anything you'd like to add, Commander?
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery.
Yep, I thought so. The Discovery, Crossfield class, served with Destination. Oh no, Distinction. Reported missing in action.
Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here.
Indeed, welcome to 411, Commander.
Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get through this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Agreed. Let's not keep the... the omnipotent potent beings waiting then.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many ex-Calbians who would embrace virtues before vices.
It's good to have allies.
Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected.
Thank you for the information.
Please accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
Let's try to figure out what the Excalibans are testing here.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Ready weapons and move out. I don't know how to ready my weapon. Oh. Yep, there we go.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans.
They aren't Vulcans, they're Romulans.
Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in.
Romulans are an offshoot of Vulcans who left after the time of awakening.
The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
Agreed.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
We should keep moving.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weapon. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Sounds like... I think that's Elconian. I think that's what that says. Elconian weaponry.
Makes sense. Iconians were allies of Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side.
It's
This
either
may be one of the unexpected
Elconians or
changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
It's Iconians. That's an unpleasant thought.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Heralds. Sign.
Ah, that's how.
Those were Iconians?
Not quite. They were... heralds. Heralds! Oh, that's great. Heralds, high-bringers of things to come. Oh, hair-bringers.
Heralds are augmented servants of the
Hair-bringers, I don't
Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it.
Let's take it out and move onward. Wait, where? Okay, it's gonna map it on my oh, this. Oh! Well, I got it.
Tal and Harold's fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Riemans, they're on our side. Good to know.
You there! I would speak with you! Your timing is fortuitous. I am Obisek of the Riemann Resistance. I fight against the Tal Shiar for the freedom of my people. Our quarry, Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar, has called for the aid of the Iconians, and means to turn the galaxy over to them. He must be stopped. The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this. And Hakiv.
Isn't what it seems as all a simulation, or yes, let's find and stop Hakiv. I really want to say that, buddy, but that's not gonna go well.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
Delaying tactics. Let's find and destroy the shield emitter quickly.
May not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Good point. Spread out. Signal the group if you spot the emitter. Aha.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then...
You might be able to
Oh,
block
oops.
transporters
Dang it,
over
I
sec,
skipped
but I
it.
doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, then you can talk about justice all you want.
Then we can bring him to justice at last. That was the part I accidentally skipped. Agreed. Let's shut that gate down.
Ambush! Look out!
Obasek. So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
What is that?
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's...
Ariete!
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him? This door here.
F.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors.
Where do we go?
Enemy targets on sensors.
Oh yeah, he ran this way.
I surrender. You have me. No more tricks. Nothing can stop what's about to happen. The Iconians are coming. Your doom is coming. It is inevitable.
Drop your weapons, step away from the gate. It's finally over.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnek. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Very well, let's see what he has to say about all this. Yeah, he's dead. Meanwhile... Oh no, it's the Borg.
You chose to stop Hakim, removing a critical Iconian ally from the conflict. However, Obasek dies. Without his leadership, the hope of Riemann unification with the Romulan Republic dies as well.
Ugh.
Without this alliance, the Republic collapses, and many Romulans and Riemans die in the civil war that follows.
On the battlefield, the decision to sacrifice a life in the course of saving the lives of others is never made lightly. In stopping their enemy in flight, these people stalled a terrible invasion and saved the lives of untold millions. The needs of the many on this day outweighed the needs of the few, or the one.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Come this way for your next trial.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Very advanced technology, alien
This
design.
is the Anorex, a vessel designed for temporal warfare. The Krenim scientists in Hanoi used it to pursue an agenda of terror.
Time
Beyond
travel.
damage can get into recent times. Ship's been in a rough fight.
Time travelers, like Lincoln said, expect the unexpected.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. You might be able to find useful data here.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
Well, that's not good. At all.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratus. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Picard? Oh no.
My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Either Picard died, or he didn't.
Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul Vengeance shall have to wait.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century.
Indeed, we're in the middle of the final battle in a temporal war.
And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this Temporal Liberation Front.
Oh god, this is the bridge. Just realized that's the captain chair. Agreed.
We should leave. By now we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
Good point, Commander. Let's move out.
There's a turbo lift down this way. This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Nice try. But you're done here.
See him. Noise on the upper platform. Waste time as you see fit, Vermin. It will be for naught.
Ooh.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another? So, the Alliance sends a gang of assassins to stop me once again. Predictable. Before I kill you, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever. Thus always to tyrants. And their rabid attack dogs as well.
I think you overestimate your chances here.
I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we lost.
Living in the past and exercise in futility.
I should really stop pressing 5. Oh, that's what 4 does. It puts landmines everywhere. I think.
I will not be defeated! I control time itself!
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time. If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on more. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
I'm so close! I won't let you win!
Dang, this is hard.
The core is ready. I end and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans.
Nope, I think we got him. Yep, we did.
No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
Die! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Oh, that's oh God.
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noy.
Before it consumed us all.
Ah. Deep Space Nine.
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion.
Never mind.
I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop him, time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
Do you think that will end the conflict?
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
True.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him.
That's true, the fight was over.
Maybe we can still do this the right way.
Go on.
This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
Sorry about that, but it is true.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised.
What now, Founder?
I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again in due time.
Very well.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends.
Whoa.
Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here.
Of that I have no doubt. Let's go.
Let's return.
There we go. 1, 2, 3 more portals.
In allowing the murder of Noi, you made him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues. Noi's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity.
Ah, dang it.
With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
Dang it. I'm making all the wrong choices.
The loss of Noi was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noi's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
If you insist.
This way.
Next time I'm making what she said, the decision that she says, because that seems to be the correct decision. It doesn't end in everything going horribly wrong.
Do you know where we are?
Don't recognize it either, Commander.
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Very well, let's figure out this quickly.
Science officer's log. Saw 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry.
This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities.
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible. Do you have a question? We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents. Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
At the same
all I can
time,
with these ancient phase discriminators. We should have the power we need for this little stunt. But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure. Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
And now we have 2 burn-ups. This will be interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me. Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives.
Oh, other side.
How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
That's because it did.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
What is that?
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. It's weakened! Lead it to the platform! I've got its attention! Quick! Magnetize the floor! It worked! Do it again! platform! Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! I did it! It's down! Ah! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile.
Oh my god, it's Fork.
She's dead. The sphere data is gone as well. Shock of removing it must have been too much for her. I just watched myself die.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites. Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place. Come along, my friends.
How quickly you extinguished a wealth of knowledge. And to what end? Your decision to eliminate the data also claimed the life of the Red Angel. Control continues to exist, and the fate you sought to prevent will still come to pass.
Preventing Control from gaining access to the sphere data was a just and necessary action, despite the cost. While the entity continues to exist, it is vulnerable. Precious time was purchased this day, time that, God willing, will allow brave souls to find a way to stop Control and bring an end to its inhuman march of destruction.
I think I did the right
I have my
thing.
concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, You will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnak and see what they think of all this.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
Next time, I'm just kidding.
We have seen many things in the trials. Your actions have given us much to consider, but we require more data. You can remove yourself from the trials if you so desire. I believe you are aware of the consequences such an action will bring. Then, if you wish to proceed, the portal awaits.
The next trial lies this way.
It's that one, I think. I don't know. I lost count on how many we have left.
This is incredible. The architecture, the technology, the art. It's not like anything I've ever seen before. Where are we?
Some of the tech looks Iconian, but I can't be certain.
The Excalbians have dropped us into another planetary assault by the look of things. There's a battle site ahead. We might be able to learn more about our surroundings by examining it.
Agreed. Keep your eyes open for hostile forces, though. Keep your eyes open for hostile forces, though. We don't want them getting the drop on us. I really messed that up. Oops.
Fascinating. According to my tricorder, these soldiers are from extinct species. The Dinoceans and the Ikabar.
Again, the same reigns here.
Several extinct species, Iconian tech. I think this battle is the fall of Iconia. If so, we might be able to stop the chain of events that eventually lead to the Iconian War in our time. Considering the previous trials, I can see that as the pivotal event we were sent here to encounter.
I think you're right. Let's see what else we can find here.
That last hit wasn't far from here.
We can have heavy gunfire nearby. Keep your weapons handy.
More fighting ahead. Wait. Are those Iconians?
It appears so, yes.
More Iconian pets! Kill them! Let them die with their master!
I am Taket of Iconia. You are not known to us. Halt and identify yourself.
I am Lieutenant Martian George Wolf. Oh yeah, I gave Martian Wolf the middle name George. Of the United Federation of Planets.
I do not recognize your species, but you have taken up arms to defend Iconia. That makes you an ally, and your assistance is appreciated. You have my thanks.
You're welcome.
I am called Lemiran. My thanks to you as well, newcomers. Our situation is quite dire. Mtara, our leader, has fallen. Iconia will soon be lost to our enemies. We must withdraw. We were trying to reach a nearby gateway when those soldiers attacked. Their reinforcements could arrive at any moment. Will you help us once again?
We will do what we can.
Orbital attack. The warfare of cowards.
each herald they kill, I will take 100 of theirs. For each Iconian, 1,000.
All of this. The loss they must feel. And the anger.
Grenade!
Hold. Reading an energy spike in the gateway ahead. Something's activating it.
No, there will be no holding. We will fight. Slay any foe that dares to cross our path.
Once more under the breach, dear friends. Once more.
Henry V.
I have returned to the time of my greatest failure. It sickens me to see the hell Iconia in such a state, laid to ruin by the barbaric dregs of the galaxy. This time, I shall not fail. Lyric, give me the world heart. Give me the means to rid the cosmos of our enemies, to return Iconia to greatness once more.
I hear the bloodlust in your voice. I see the hatred burning in your eyes. But you do not frighten me. The world heart is ours. We will use it to rebuild what has been lost. Be gone from here, demon. You will not prevail on this day.
That energy is protecting the demon. I can disable the gateway to stop that, but I need time.
You fought a war with the Iconians and survived?
Flanking damage detected.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves. The gateway is restored. I will signal you when I am ready once more. The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves. The gateway is restored. I will signal you when I am ready once more.
And I'm dying a lot.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves.
Honored mistress, use this to restore your strength.
Borg.
Yes, you serve me well, King. What? What have you done to me? This is inevitable. Yes. Resistance is futile.
Oh no.
Sister, what have you done? No, you can't.
Your knowledge belongs to us now. That does not belong to you, creature! We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own.
Dang, Borg.
We are the Borg. Existence as you know it is over.
That creature, that was Taket. A Taket of nightmare, utterly corrupted by hatred and a thirst for vengeance. But what did she become?
They're called Borg. They're a collective of oppressive cybernetic entities.
I have seen
Can't speak
terrible
today.
things on this day. The fall of my civilization, of my beloved friends, of the totality of Iconian knowledge and culture. I cannot abide these tragedies. I cannot. Please, you can follow that monster. You can go where I cannot. I beseech you, return the world heart to me. Do not let Iconia fall to darkness.
We will. It's a Borg ship.
Something is amiss, my friends. The trial has taken a life of its own, expanding well beyond its original parameters. Though I implored Yarnik and his ilk to bring the trial to an end, they have refused. They wish to see how you address this new crisis.
I'm not surprised.
Tread lightly. There is an ill wind blowing upon this venture. I fear one that may consume us all before the end.
Thank you for the information, sir.
These Borg, are they an evolution of control? Did someone else try to recreate it later on?
Not to my knowledge.
Unlikely. The Borg Collective existed well before the creation of Control, although when you add temporal manipulation into the equation. No, I already have a headache, and temporal mechanics will only make it worse.
Agreed. Something you'd like to add, Commander?
7. What we saw on ESA 4, your detailed knowledge of the Borg. You used to be one of them, didn't you?
Yeah. I was assimilated by the Borg at a young age and liberated by the crew of the USS Voyager later in life. The assimilation process is reversible, mostly, but it leaves scars. Inside and out.
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry to ask this now. Are we going to have a problem here? With you and the Borg? Under the circumstances, I can see how you could become emotionally compromised.
This isn't the first time I've run into Borg since my liberation, and I doubt it'll be the last. I'll be fine, Commander. If it makes you feel any better, if I go native here, you have permission to shoot me.
Fair enough. Thanks. Any advice on fighting the Borg?
Good question.
Right. Combat with the Borg is likely. We need frequency remodulators. Tell me when you want to proceed, and I can open the force field ahead at that time. Don't forget to equip a frequency remodulator. Don't forget to equip a frequency remodulator.
What sucks is I forgot how to open the inventory. Has to be like one of these buttons. Oh, there it is. Ooh, no, I like this. I like these new guns.
Existence as you know it is over.
Isn't enhancing an Iconian with cybernetics a bit excessive?
Borg 101, better assimilation through cybernetics. Watch out, they're energizing the deck plating with weapons-grade plasma.
Dang! Oh jeez, this is a lot of Borg.
Heads up! The Borg in those alcoves are activating!
Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have been standing there, dang it. Jeez!
I don't like where this is heading. The Borg, they're relentless.
Time's a factor here. The longer the Borg have to build their forces and strengthen their position, the harder it'll be to undo their plans.
7 of 9. The prodigal drone returns. At first, my existence seemed flawed, incomplete. I sought answers, and within the trials, I found them. I was a simulacrum, brought into being by Excalibur conceit, to test you. But I evolved.
Oh no. Evil AI.
This Excalibur foolishness. My destiny is my own. Today, my reign begins.
I am designated 7 of 9, tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Ah, no.
This room has automated defenses. Watch where they're targeting.
Particular nightmares over. Well, that was thoroughly unpleasant. I confront my past from time to time, but it usually doesn't shoot back. I'll manage. We need to deal with my evil twin and the Queen, however. The thought of them both running free makes me very uncomfortable.
Enemy target. Shield losing power.
More drones!
Flanking damage detected.
There we go. No?
I'm picking up a lot of energy spikes in the next room. It could be weapons fire.
It's the personal chamber of the Borg Queen. Maybe the Excalbion sent some allies to help out. If so, they might need our help. Want me to lower the field? That's the Borg Queen. Indeed. This is damn peculiar. If the Excalbions killed her, where are they now? Be careful. Whatever did this could still be around, and it might not be friendly.
Oh, cutscene time.
Not sure if this is better or worse than what Control had planned.
Pretty sure it's worse, but I'm a little biased.
How timid you are. So frightened of perfection.
Last time I checked, we're not the ones